Hey everybody, welcome to Crochet CJ channel, episode number 10. This is Carla here in Oklahoma. Wife, mom, midwife, and I'm a born-again Christian and I love people enough to tell them that. I hope y'all had a really Merry Christmas. I had a great Christmas. The best gift of all was that my kids were here and I got to enjoy time with them, so that was a lot of fun. The last one left Wednesday evening, and then I worked a 24-hour shift on Thursday, so I was pretty wiped out yesterday, so I didn't film. But I'm back at it today. Slept really, really well last night, of course you can imagine. Now, don't feel too bad for me when I work a long shift. If it's not busy, I get to lay down and take a nap, which I did. It just wasn't a very long or restful nap. You don't rest well in a hospital, as anybody who's been hospitalized can tell you. It's just not conducive to sleeping well because it's not your own home and your own bed, and it's just, hospital beds aren't comfortable anyway. So that's the way that works anyway. So we'll just jump right in. I don't have a lot of finished objects. Again, I'm working on a project right now that is requiring a lot of attention. Plus, with everybody home and stuff, I didn't spend a lot of time crocheting. I did do the Christmas Eve cast on. I stopped my other project long enough to do that with Claire from Bob Wilson 123, and the cast on was these great granny square bags. So there's my first one. I made the small bag with 4 granny squares, and then you join. Of course, I did it all with one yarn, and so it's really kind of hard to tell where it's joined and stuff, and even kind of hard to tell it's granny squares. But that's the small bag. And then I had 2 skeins of this yarn, and so I went ahead and made the large bag. This one I did, so that was like 4 8-inch granny squares. This is one 24-inch granny square. It's all one granny square. As you can see, my hook's sticking out of it. And so this is the large bag. It's really big. I wish I could display it more prettily because it really is cute. But I don't know what I'll do with those. I don't know if I'll give those away. I made those out of, it's Blacklight. I got this yarn at Freeman Liquidators in Joplin, Missouri, which is this place, like I've described before, that just has all of these overstock items and stuff. And oddly enough, they have yarn. And it's 100% acrylic, and it's a number 4 worsted. I'm pretty sure this is like maybe factory rejects from Red Heart or something, because it's the same color. There's 432 yards in the 10-ounce skein, and I had 2 of those. And I made those 2 bags out of it, and I still have a little bit left. Don't know what I'll do with that, but anyway, that's that. And again, that's the granny square bag from Bob Wilson 123. Claire at Bob Wilson 123 did that. Hook on. It was supposed to be the Christmas Eve cast on, but since we're crocheters, I called it the hook on. My only work in progress right now is that pattern test I'm doing for someone very wonderful, and it's in my Yarn is Life bag Z with all my cool little pins on it. And as soon as I'm able to show you guys that project and the yarn and stuff, I will. For right now, I can't say anything because the pattern hasn't been released, because we're not done with the pattern test. Project Q, still all those things, those shawls from Hannah, the hat from Hannah. I never got any Christmas stockings made from Holly's pattern. It just didn't happen. And, it's not the time to stress yourself out over the holidays when your family's around and stuff. And so I will work on those next year. And then, of course, my Celtic cable cardigan with the lovely yarn that my friend Mary sent me, and the buttons. And that's my next object that I want to get started. Acquisitions, believe it or not, no yarn acquisitions. None. for Christmas. So it's all good. Christmas gifts in my world sometimes tend to trickle in later, especially, you know, just because it's crazy and because I don't have like this Christmas OCD where everything has to be on Christmas. You know, we actually did our Christmas on the 23rd because that's when we could all get together, which was great. And then on the 25th, I made Reuben sandwich soup, which was really good. The recipe is on Pinterest if you want to find it. It's really good. And we just kind of relaxed that day. So, but I did, my sweet, sweet friend Lisa, hi Lisa, if you're watching, knows what a Harry Potter nerd I am. And so she got me a Hogwarts lanyard. So it's got like the house things on one side, and then on the other side it just says Hogwarts all over it. And it's got this cute little H. I won't show you my name badge from work. And she got me socks. So the Deathly Hallows, and then it has Gryffindor and Ravenclaw and Hufflepuff and even a Slytherin, okay? I know when I first opened it, I went, Slytherin, what did you get me? And she went, and I was like, oh, it's all the socks. I'm not anti-Slytherin. I'm not a hater. I'm just a Gryffindor. So that was fun. So not a whole lot going on. This is going to be kind of another short video this week. I think the holidays kind of do that to you. Hopefully by next week, I'll have a little bit more going on to tell you guys. I'm going to go have some lunch with some friends today and enjoy some time doing that. And on New Year's Eve, another one of my good friends is getting married New Year's Eve. So we'll go to that and enjoy that. And then probably a nice, calm evening at home afterwards, which is, you know, we don't really go out on New Year's, and it's fine. We don't need to go out on New Year's. Sometimes I'm working, so we don't do it anyway. And basically, you know, everybody's been talking about their 2019 goals, and I haven't really written out like a formal list of 2019 goals. However, you know, one of them is my first sweater. So I'm going to make that Celtic cable cardigan, and then hopefully more sweaters from there. Saw a really cute, lightweight, slimmer kimono sweater on Lori Lou's podcast. I watched it today, and I've already bought that pattern. And when I start that, I'll make sure to get you guys that information. So I'm going to do that one too. And then my other goal is to, like so many people, is to use up my stash. You know, and that's one of the reasons I haven't bought yarn, even though I keep getting all these great emails with all these great after Christmas sales. I'm just not going to buy any yarn that doesn't serve, you know, I'm not going to buy yarn just because it's on sale. Yes, Laurel, I was listening to you on your podcast too. That it's just, I have so much yarn that I really need to use up and find a reason to use it, because I just have so much great yarn and there's no point in it sitting. And so actually those bags that from the Christmas Eve hook on, since they were works in progress on Christmas Day, I'm going to count those in my using up my, you know, loving my stash, and maybe enter those in the love my stash cal that Hannah's doing. So, because they were from my stash. Anyway, like I said, that's it. There's not a lot going on. Wearing my mama hair, don't care hat. Because I got mama hair this morning. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful New Year. Just remember, Jesus loves you and so do I. And you're never alone. You guys take care, and I will see you next week. Bye.